probably at least an inch and a half over here. Just going away.
Maybe right here is so warm, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
The
that could
carpet
be.
was looser.
Yeah, that's a good point.
The sun.
See, the sun will relax your carpet.
Is relaxing it big time.
After a while. See, this is where you get all your sun from. And over here, you don't get any sun back there. So that's a good point. That's probably why there were more ripples over here. Puckers. What'd you call the other one? Puckers or what?
Wrinkles?
Wrinkles. I always forget. Wrinkles or puckers on your carpet. And that's what that was. A lot of it was caused from over here. It was just from the sun relaxing this carpet. And in a big room, when they install the carpet, it's only so tight that they can do it. And after a while, obviously a big room is going to relax more so than a small room. Okay. So he's going to town. I'm wondering. He's got to tuck that down in there. We'll see what he's going to do with that. Remember, initially we were thinking we weren't going to have to pull this little section up, but he's made the decision to pull that up because there's just a little pucker right in here. It's kind of.
Corners are really tricky. See, that corner is real tricky.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see, but there is some there, and he stretched everything this way first, and then he tucked that back in because we've got the door here and stuff. There's only so much you can do right up against here. So
you might not want to be
he's
stretching into a corner.
He's pulling this section up, so he's going to stretch this a little bit that way to get this pucker out, and he's kind of got himself into an inside corner. I don't know if he's going to have to pull the whole thing up or if he's just going to pull up a portion, but I mean, look at your room, make the decision on which side to pull up and which side not to pull up to stretch. Okay, he's going to do some more of his tightening up, and that's going to pull this little section right here that way. Do it the same way as before. Obviously, he wouldn't have to tighten that up if there wasn't that outside corner there. But because that's there, he's made the determination to stretch this little section over here too, from here that way. And we'll get back to this. I'm curious what he's going to do over here, because he cut this part of the carpet. He may have to cut this off a little bit more from the stretching this way, and it could be slightly short over here. I don't know yet. We're just going to see. Because if he leaves this long on this side, that'll keep the register pushed over, and it might cover this edge, but I'm not sure yet. See, looks like I'm thinking he may get his tape and trim a little piece of carpet off and tape it in there with the hot glue gun. We'll see.
Look at Joe, we got our pucker.
Good. That was good. Right there.
See, this has to be stretched up.
Okay.
I knew that, and now we're going to find out what's causing this hump. I'm sure it's...
Oh, you're going to pull that up and see, huh?
Yep.
We were kind of curious from before. There's a line right here. 17-year-old carpet. Really shouldn't have a line, but we can feel something going on right here. since he's working in this area, he's just gonna loosen this section up, pull this back. And I think there's a transition in the subfloor right there that we probably can't do anything about. But I think even the carpet guy was kind of curious what it was. He's just got his pliers. You want to make sure you don't pull up too hard because you could pull a carpet strand out and get one of those zip lines. So just be careful as you go. Once you get it, you just kind of start pulling it up.
Oh yeah, we're gonna look at it.
I don't know, we might not see anything.
Yeah, I think it's that.
Oh, there you go.
Did I call it or what?
You did call it. I thought for sure there was wood subfloor and see, this is concrete here and wood subfloor there. What they should have done was they should have taken some Fix-All and they could have floated the entire floor out from that point out this way, maybe a foot and a half. They could have done that, huh? Then they could have tapered that out, but they didn't.
You'd still have a lump.
You'd still, yeah, you'd have to bridge it. You'd probably have to go out even further.
What you have to do is grind down the concrete. Because it doesn't matter how much you fill here.
No, I know.
You're still going to have this.
You'd still have the peak right there.
Really, the best way is to grind this down.
Oh, you know how much dust
Because
that
even
would
if you
cause.
put in a ramp, you're still going to have a peak.
You're right.
If you grind that, you won't even, it'll be
Yeah.
flat on both
Yeah.
sides.
Yeah, and if you didn't want to grind the concrete,
And that probably
you'd have
grew.
to. You did probably have to float this out at least 2 feet, and then basically your eye wouldn't see that edge there. And that's something that I'll have to keep in
And you didn't
consideration.
notice.
No.
I don't think you know.
Well, I sort of did, but
First thing I saw walking in the room.
yeah, was that line?
Was the line.
Yep.
Because I'm looking for wrinkles. I'm looking for lines.
Right.
And I'm saying that. I
And
don't
if we-
think that's a wrinkle.
If we ever replace this carpet, which I know we will, I'll have them float that whole section out.
Yeah, there you go. No, grind.
Yeah, but you know how much dust that's gonna throw up?
It's okay because it's just a small area. It really won't be that bad.
I guess they'd have to plastic
Get
it
a
off,
vacuum, you got
run a
your
vacuum
grinder,
inside.
Have
Yeah.
a guy with a vacuum stand right next to it.
That's true, that could
Be
be
well
too.
worth it. Go in that direction.
Hit the top edge, maybe
You
a
put in
far.
patch, you're gonna have a crack eventually. It's
Yeah.
never gonna be just perfect.
No, it's never gonna be perfect, that's for sure.
I see so many jobs now, they go put these new pergo floors in, laminate.
Yeah,
Looks good. You can do it yourself, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You pull all your carpet out, all your pad, and you find out your boards are like this.
yep,
Now you lay that plank on top,
yeah, you get
doesn't
ripples and
look
stuff,
good.
yeah, no,
You can see every imperfection because the plank is flat, and the
Right.
sun is showing every imperfection.
yep.
So
It all comes back to, it's all in the prep, baby.
So if you get those and grind them, see, a lot of guys want to float that, and I'm opposite, I'm grind them. That's what I say. A lot of these need to be ground, not floated.
Okay,
Yeah, float. You can get it done today. We can get on putting the floor down. If we grind, that's a stop everything now.
yeah,
Everybody's got to come back until we get it ground.
yeah. Here, another tip from the carpet guy.
It's worth it.
I didn't think I was gonna be getting these tips along the way from the carpet guy, but they make sense. Okay, so he's just gonna tighten this whole section down again. The same
Look at how
technique.
much better that looks.
Yes.
Yeah, right through there.
Yes. That's very nice. Done a very good job there. A+.
So I know what you were thinking about that wrinkle. Sometimes, you were thinking we gotta pull that up to
Yeah,
make it that way.
yeah, I thought that
You
way.
never once thought about that, did you?
Well, I sort of did, and I thought,
Did
well,
ya?
that's gonna take some more time and effort, but
But
Dan's
What you do is you're chasing.
conscious of his
sometimes you're
work, and I like
chasing-
that.
Sometimes it's like you're chasing it. You know what I mean? You're just chasing that wrinkle
You're
around.
chasing the wrinkle, yeah. So
You
once
gotta be
you get
careful
in,
on corners especially, so you try to work away from corners.
away from,
And it's really funny, because if you don't know what you're doing laying the carpet, let's say, I would probably want to get all this laid, seamed up, all the carpet in here seamed up, and I'd start laying by that center. And
From
then
that
lay
corner.
away from it.
exactly.
So,
Stretch it and tie it in kind of over there to get it to hold, to then stretch from there this way.
and a rookie might just come in here and do this room first.
Right.
Work his way over it.
And then go that way and
And
find
this
out,
might have
okay,
been-
we might have an issue there.
This could have been why, I don't know, it wasn't too loose, really.
Well-
I think mostly from the exercise equipment it was.
Well, from the exercise equipment, and because it was a large room,
The
and
sun.
because the sun, I mean, you got a lot of factors in here.
So when I installed,
of why-
thinking of all that, right, and I'm like, damn, I want to guarantee this carpet, I want to make sure it's tight. I will start from right there, go across,
Right,
stretch over to here, or even go both ways.
from
in
this,
room.
from this side.
I never get a call back, because I stretch in every wall.
Uh-huh. See, when I get ready to film, I never know how the conversation's gonna go. So you might wanna, when you watch some of my videos, you might wanna just watch the whole thing, because sometimes I come up with tips and tricks along the way, or certain things that don't even pertain to the title, that you might pick up bits and pieces that, hey, I never even would have learned that had I not watched Joe's video on it. Well, see, he's got some stretch. He may even end up even cutting some over here too. Let's see. Time he
That's
gets,
where the cement has the height difference, right here.
yeah.
I can't remember that pump him. Oh, boy.
Once it gets done, it's gonna look like a new carpet install, pretty much. All by re-stretching this floor. When I first looked at this carpet, I saw all the stretch marks on it, and I'm like, oh boy. How difficult is it gonna be to fix this carpet in this particular room? And he's gonna make it look good. Just by the things he's done now. That one main carpet stretcher tool he's got there. I'm liking that.